Chef Zudlow in the house. Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Zudlow's Kitchen. Today I'm going to be making a breakfast skillet. So this is something that I just wanted to whip together because one, for the rest of the week I need some breakfast to take to work, and I don't really want to take, eggs and what do you call it? Eggs and bacon like I always do. So this is what we're going to do. I have here some eggs. I have some bacon. I have sausage. Now this is the patties and the links, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do with those. And then I have some potatoes. I might just use one because these are pretty big. And then I have some onion and shallot. So without further ado, let's get to cooking. So the first thing I'm going to do is prep our ingredients. Let me just grab a knife. So I'm going to go ahead and peel our potato. I don't want the skin on, so I'm just going to peel it off. Hopefully it's, it'll be easy to work with, and it's going to be delicious. So, like I said, I'm just going to make breakfast. I don't know, I had a taste for this, and I'm like, you know what, let's just make it. Let's see what happens. So, I'm just gonna peel our potato. And this, I don't have a recipe for this, like I said, it's what we have in the house. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to chop it in half. Well, that was terrible, but that's fine. And then I'm going to just dice these up. And I want to try to get these pretty as small as I can as a dice. That's good. Because we're going to season these with garlic powder, onion powder, garlic salt, some pepper, some paprika, and they're going to be delicious. Now, again, when you cook potato, you always want to make sure that you season it very heavily because sometimes the seasoning doesn't get quite all the way through, and you don't want a bland potato. You could also shred these. That's perfectly fine. I'm not, because I want those chunks of potato. But shredding, you can definitely shred them, for sure. That'd be a nice recipe as well. Yeah, see, I'm only using one because we got a lot of potato already. So here are our potatoes. Look how much we got out of one giant potato. So I'm going to not worry about that. Next, I have some bacon here. And what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to chop this up. I'm going to do, let's see, 1, 2, 6 slices. I think this is 6. 1, 2, 3, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop these up into nice bite-sized pieces. So I'm going to cut it the long ways, just like this, and then I'm going to cut it the other way. So I'm just gonna kind of like bunch it all together, because like I said, I want nice pieces, and this is pretty fatty bacon. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook the bacon and sausage first, separately. But we're going to cook those first. Then we're going to add in our potato with our onions and shallot. And then we're going to add back in the bacon and sausage. And then we're going to add in our egg. It's going to be delicious. So, bacon set off to the side. Potato set off to the side. Like this. And we're just going to chop them up. That's Perfect. Nice and small. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and chop this one. Perfect. Then we're going to go ahead and chop this onion. Ooh, that's strong. Alright. Again, just like what we did with the shallots, we're gonna... Oops. Chop these up as they all fall out. Oh, jeez. Alright. We're just going to go ahead and put these in our bowl. Alright. We have our onions and shallots. We have our potatoes and we have our bacon. Okay, so to our potatoes, I'm going to add a little bit of oil. So we're just going to drizzle a little bit of oil. I would say about 1 to 2 tablespoons. And why I always do this with my potatoes, just so the seasoning coats better on the potatoes. And we're going to add in some garlic salt, some garlic powder. All right. Some onion powder. I am using the garlic pepper seasoning from Tastefully Simple. Just sprinkle that on there. And then I have some smoked paprika. I'm just going to add a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to toss these all together. Make sure everything is coated in the seasoning and the oil. Because I am going to re-season these again. Just a little bit. You know, just to make sure everything is nice and well seasoned in with our potatoes. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of everything else. So just a little more garlic salt, a little more garlic powder, a little more onion powder, a little more garlic pepper, and a little more paprika. And then we're going to start our cooking process. Let's go ahead and mix that all together. Now I would add more oil, but because we're going to be using the bacon, we are not going to drain out the grease because we're going to cook our potatoes and onions and shallots in them. So, that is perfect. So, let's get all this assembled and get to cooking. So I have my stove on to medium heat. And the first thing we're going to cook is the bacon. We want this nice and crispy. So I'm going to set that bowl to the side. We're going to let this heat up a little bit. And then we're going to add in our bacon. And I'm just going to get the potatoes and the sausage, and the onions and shallots ready. Go ahead and do that. Okay, so we're going to add in our bacon. Ooh, listen to that sizzle. And I'm just going to grab actually I'm going to grab a spoon. Just go ahead and move this around. Like I said, we want this crispy, which shouldn't take too long because they are diced. And we want that bacon grease. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a plate. Just a paper plate. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add in I'm going to do 6 sausage patties. And what we're going to do is we're going to cook these and then we're going to chop them up. Like I said, I didn't buy the ground sausage roll. You can for sure. I think it'd be perfect for this. I was just using what we had. So if you have it, great, use it. If you want to buy it, great, buy it and use it. I think it'd be great in this. And if you want it hot, go ahead and do it hot. If you want it, you know, just the regular, go ahead and do it that way. If you do use these and you have the maple ones, those would work well as too. So we're just gonna get these nice cooked. Go ahead and throw these in. Like I said, I want to chop these up, make a nice crumble into everything. So we're going to let these cook a little bit and then we're going to come back. Alright, so now I'm just going to go ahead and try to break this up. I know it's still a little bit frozen, but that's okay. This does smell delicious, though. So this is looking really good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the sausage and bacon. Try to leave some juice in there. Because now what we're going to do is we're going to cook our potatoes. Just gonna alright, and we're going to take our potatoes and we're just going to put them in. And when we're going to let these cook, we're going to let these get nice and golden brown. And then halfway through, we are going to add in our shallots and onions. And we're going to let that get nice and softened as well. Right, so as you can see, our potatoes are browning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in our shallots and our onion. I'm just going to go ahead and get these nice and cooked, and by the time our onions and shallots should be done, our potatoes should be nice and crispy. And then we're going to add back in our bacon and our sausage. So we're just going to mix this all up and let this cook for another 5 to 10 minutes. All I have to say is this smells so good. You can smell the onions and the shallots. They give you that nice, that smell of like breakfast. Then you got the potatoes where, you know, they're seasoned with all that garlic salt and garlic powder and onion powder and paprika, which gives you like another layer of flavor within your nose. I know it's weird, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. And then you just, you know, when I think of like sauteing onions or shallots, like I do think of breakfast. Like when you go to like like a breakfast restaurant and like you get, like usually I order an omelet and you get like, you know, the onions and the potatoes and, you know, folded neatly in an omelet and some sauerkraut. Like, it just smells so good. And that's what this smells like. Delicious. I don't know, something about sauteing onions and sauteing peppers, just, it's so comforting. But I'm going to let these cook a little bit more, and then we're going to add in our bacon and our sausage. Alright, so now that all this is nice and golden brown, I'm going to add back in our bacon and our sausage. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and mix this up a little bit. Now, you could do one of two things. Okay? You can scramble your eggs and drop it in and let the eggs coat everything. Or, whoops, what you can do is try to make little wells. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bowl. Can you guys? No. I'm going to take this bowl. Actually, I'm going to take this bowl. I'm going to crack. I know I broke that yolk, but that's okay. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to take our egg and I'm going to drop it right into and all we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're just going to cover it and let it cook nice and delicious, and then we're going to eat it. Look how good this looks. I know some of the egg yolk broke, and especially that one, and that one kind of leaked over, but you know what? The rest of this looks really good. All I'm going to do is I'm going to just take a little bit of salt, and I'm just going to salt them. I'm just going to salt them. Just a little bit, and then I'm going to take a little bit of just normal pepper, and I'm just going to, you know, there we go. Go like that. And now I'm gonna turn off the heat and we're ready to try this. So let's do the taste test. So this is what it looks like. I know the eggs are a little kashad, but that's okay. It smells amazing. That is not a fork. So I'm gonna take this piece. Go ahead and chop that up. I'm just gonna take it. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? This looks delicious. I'm excited for this. So my yolk isn't runny. If you want it runny, you know, take it off the heat, less time. But let's go ahead and taste this. Cheers. Mmm. That is so good. Mmm. You taste the sausage, you taste the onion. You taste the seasonings, the potatoes, and the potatoes have a nice crisp to them. I did forget to add cheese. I wanted to add cheese, but I didn't. I think cheese would be really nice. You taste the bacon. Those potatoes are so nice and well seasoned. So good. Well, that does it for this video of Zedlo's Kitchen. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry Nina couldn't be here today. She's at work. Like I said before, our schedules are kind of mixed. Are mixed now because of the holidays and us working retail and all that stuff. So, sucks, but we still plan on making videos together. This was delicious. I recommend this. Only a few ingredients, simple, easy. Like I said, if you wanted to scramble the eggs and dump them in like that, you could. Or scramble the eggs and then pour it all around. Almost like a frittata type thing. I forgot exactly what they're called. So it's like every bite is egg and bacon and potato and sausage and onion and shallot. That'd be also delicious. I just wanted to try this. I thought something I came up with, and it tasted really good. Delicious. So I recommend this. But again, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Remember to be the best you can be, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye. That's it.